Hello, my name is Joseph Sharon. Um, I don't like bashing museums, auction houses, or crony dealers, but sadly, the corruption is too deep. They uh, they control the narrative and the marketplace. Since China has opened up, many very fine pieces have been hidden away. Have reached the marketplace. The cabal that is controlling the market is afraid of the criticism and lawsuits that may come to bear from collectors that have purchased pieces that have been totally misrepresented by them. Uh, for example, often stated the there that stated that there are less than 100 Ruware pieces that survive. Nothing could be further from the truth. The pieces they have cataloged are not royal imperial pieces. They are flawed merchant wares, and they were sold to the population very cheap. The merchant wares were sold to the wealthy merchants. Only the imperial wares are rare. They did not use crushed agate in any of their merchant wares. Uh, they say that the agate melted in the glaze because it can't be seen in their recorded wares. Ancient writings about Ruware state crushed agate was used in a glaze. Only Royal Imperial Ruware have the rare blue agate in the glaze, and it can be seen with a 20 power loop. My collection proves that everything written about Ruware in the ancient writings is basically correct. I'd like to go here and start talking about this fella here, Peter Combs. He's a man that may or may not know the truth of what he's doing. I just have to move forward and continue to try to inform collectors that there are real problems in the marketplace, especially when it comes to those who are in the business of advising other collectors. He put a really slanderous post on his forum page about me and my website. And he's put up a lot of videos attacking me. And so I responded. And he claims to be an expert in ancient and archaic bronze. And I explained to Peter Combs that on his forum that cuprate and malachite corrosion can't be faked. I posted on his forum close-up photos of the corrosion of the fire-gilded copper bands on my Northern Sung Dynasty Ruware tribute wares. And Peter Combs said it was fake. And then he used his own bronze thing below. He posted photos of it, which I copied. And Peter Combs said the bronze thing was a fake, and it was made around 2000, 2005, and the patina was fake. And he claimed he could reproduce this patina easily. And Combs has been using this bronze below here for years. And it's authentic. And you can easily see this by by trioid malachite in the last close-up photo. It takes a lot of guile to deceive collectors and tell them their bronzes are fake. And I'm going to click on this and open it up, and you can see all these little areas where the malachite spheres are, and they're all basically all over this piece. And now this next picture is his close-up of his surface, And this shows the botryoid malachite. It's there, and it can't be faked. And I'll show you that why it can't be faked in a second here. And this is the bronze, the complete bronze. And there's another close up of the patina, and you can see all these spots where the malachite is growing into these spheres. And I move down here, and he tried to say that it's the same as what appears on water pipes, and I told him it's not, and I told him it could crumble in his hands, and Peter Combs claims it's the same cuprite and malachite crystals as on the ancient bronze thing that he claims is fake, and it is authentic. This deceives collectors to believe he's an expert, and there's a lot of dealers like Peter Combs that have the guile to use this type of thing to fool collectors. And this only helps the cabal to control the market by keeping often the finest pieces out of the market. But they don't understand what a free market will do to the collecting of Chinese arts. If they finally get honest with people and open up the markets to everyone, they will see the Chinese arts collected by millions and millions of people. And that type of corrosion on a water pipe is very brittle. It will just crumble and flake in your hands. Below here is a photograph. Well, let me just read this off here. From the book Copper and Bronze in Art by David Scott, Chapter 3, page 106, Malachite in Bronze Patina. The natural transition of metal to cuprite and then to malachite is very difficult to replicate in the laboratory. In fact, most of the recipes for producing artificial patina on copper alloys, such as those compiled by Hughes and Rowe, do not result in malachite formation over cuprite layer. Consequently, the existence of this type of corrosion, supported by analytical and metallographic studies, is a good indication of the authenticity of the artifact. So he's saying that this can't be reproduced. What I'm going to show you here. Now this fellow here is an expert in minerals, and he wrote, most crystals simply begin to grow using available molecules. The result in discrete crystals whose sizes depend on the available material. But malachite is different. It seldom forms discrete crystals in a good size. Instead, scientists say it developed malachite crystals split, diverging into tiny needles, packed together in a fan-like arrangement. And the fan-like molecule needles grow into a tightly bonded spheres which crowd together and bond, forming a solid mass. When the spheres stop growing and terminate, the top surface is rounded to some degree. And the term bitryoid resembles a cluster of grapes. And then he has written books, several books and videos. And he's a renowned world expert on minerals. And if we go over here to this photo, and I just can show you on this coin, this is a malachite, and this is how it forms on this is Northern Sung Dynasty coin, and you can see how these little circles are all malachite formations, and you can easily see them. Now this piece over here is one of the pieces, the band on the pieces I have on a tribute ware, and let me just increase the size of this, and you can see these close up. You can see the reddish cuprite. It's underneath the malachite, and it has to lay down. The cuprite will appear first, and then the malachite will grow on top of the cuprite, and you can see that clearly through these, and you can see these masses of malachite, and very easy to see. Now right here, I'm going to play this video for you from this company, Priceless Past. This is his website here. If you click on this, you can go right to his website, and this is the link that will bring you to the full video. I'm only going to show you a portion of the video, only about a minute's worth. And let me click on this and play this video.
This is scale of it, right? Could you tell us what bubbles, right?
They look like bubbles. The technical term for them is both trioids, but that's one of the ways that malachite and azurite crystals can form, is in these little spheres or globules.
Mm-hmm.
And I have not been able to find any evidence that this can be recreated in a lab. You see the small scale is 1 millimeter scale bar at the bottom. And so when I find these things, it's a good indication that this patina is something that took a long time to create, not something that was applied or created in the lab.
Yeah, fascinating. Oh, and this one?
Same thing in azurite. These little nodules.
Other nodules, yes.
Sorry that I did not include a scale bar with that, but I would expect it to be very similar to the previous slide.
Yeah.
And when we find these things on the surface of your patina, again, it's a very good indicator.
Well, that just verify what I've been showing you, and Peter Combs, he deleted pages to hide the truth on his forum page when I was explaining things to him. He deleted some of the pages, and I put some pages up that is not on. I took screenshots of the whole conversation, pretty much the whole conversation. But I put a few pages up just to show you some of the things he deleted. And you can make your own opinion about this man, but mine is not very high. He's the seller, probably the number one seller of low-end provincial pieces on the internet, and they're not made for imperial use. And they made tons of them. And Peter Combs has become the major auction house's cheerleading mouthpiece. He's a former auctioneer and apparently spends his time telling unsuspecting collectors that he can tell at a glance a real piece from a fake. He's all over the place. He shows photos of two pieces, both authentic, and he'll say one is fake and the other is authentic, and this really confuses collectors, but makes him look like a genius. I'm not saying people can't recognize good photos, but when you see two authentic pieces and he says one's fake, one's real, and collectors that don't know just really confuses them. And this guy is very dangerous if you follow his advice. Peter Combs will never tell the truth about any fine or important piece that would clash with what the major auction houses are selling. He'll just say they're all fake, just like he's done with my my website. And this keeps the major auction houses happy because they know there are many fine, important pieces in the marketplace. And Peter Combs is happy. They'll just let him go on selling all the low-end pieces, provincial pieces he can get his hands on. And they will never sell those pieces anyway because they know the truth about those pieces. But the actual truth is each artisan had a different skill level, and there were very few artisans that were masters. And this is why you often see pieces that are authentic but are not as well done because of the skill factors. And these corrupted experts will tell you it's a fake. And this is what confuses collectors. I'm not saying they're not fakes in the marketplace, but they stand out like a sore thumb. And the most are poor quality provincial pieces because they're easier to fake. Collectors must be able to discern what is a masterpiece. There are some honest people that just don't know the truth because they have often been taught by corrupt people, and they just go along with the false narrative. And there are those who know the truth but are afraid to speak up because if you don't follow their false narrative, you will be blacklisted. And this is another evil communist tactic that's come to this country. And the auction houses have been using that for years. So everybody keeps their mouth shut. But during that feed, we started to talk about jades, and he removed some of the shots that I put up. I mentioned to him that I had, over 3,500 pieces in my collection at one point, and he, made it, him and his other people, his friends that were criticizing me. I I put on screenshots of some of the jades that I owned, and they were numbered from 1 to over 3,500, 3,400, and I didn't put the whole lot of them up. I just wanted to make my point, and I put up some that showed different counts, and he removed them. He removed a lot of things that I said apparently, but this is his link. You can go there and you can see his on his forum page. Suspected face copies being sold. Delusional seller. That's me. And here are some of the things that I just copied and pasted on here to show you that he did not keep all the things that I talked to him about on his site. And he's going to come up with some kind of excuse, I'm sure. But these are some of the pictures I put, and these were all numbered, but you can't see them because this is a screenshot. And it proved that I owned 3,500 pieces at one point. So down here is you can come to my website and you look down here. You can see all the information, the truth and the proof about Northern Song Dynasty Ruware. I put it all out now, and you can read that if you come to my website. I'd like to thank you for watching this video, and I surely hope it helps you, in your collecting. And I'll be talking to you soon because I'm going to make several more videos. And thanks again, and good luck.